So I thought I'd do a little video on what makes these kerosene heaters tick and why they sometimes don't. Well, first thing is take the screws out that hold the top on, and here you can see the innards. You got a motor with a fan on one side and an air pump on the other. And then right here you have basically a modified car spark plug is the igniter, and then the nozzle for the burner is inside of there. And how it works is it pulls air in through the filter back here, and there's another filter inside of here. And it pushes air through this hose down, and then it comes up and it uses air to pull the fuel up through the orifice and atomize the fuel. So sometimes like they won't want to start, and it'll seem like an igniter problem, which is what somebody thought was wrong with this one, and it ended up at their garage sale. So they can see they replaced a spark plug in it and it still didn't work, and they said it had igniter problems. Well, that's not the case. The igniter's fine. The issue is the filter back here. The filter plugs up, and then it can't get enough airflow to atomize the fuel. And that's why it won't ignite, is because there's not enough airflow, not fuel or igniter issue. And then also there's 4 screws that hold this cover on, and in here there's a fuel filter with the electronics. So once a year, according to the directions, you're supposed to go to your local home center and pick up a filter kit. And this comes with a new foam filter. There's 4 screws that hold this on. I already loosened them up for the most part. And there's this foam filter here, and then another filter that goes there. I already pulled it out when I was playing around with it, and that's how I know that's why it didn't work. Here's what the other filter looks like. This is the one that plugs up. This filter goes in on this side, and then there's a little square piece of foam, this filter right here, that fits in there too, right on top of the exit opening, like that. But that's a little bit of what makes them tick and why they don't work sometimes. Yes, that little square filter goes right in this side, not on that side, but then this filter sits on top of it, so this hole is on top of that little square piece of foam. Then you line up the screw holes, and then this hole lines up with that hole there, and this is where the air leaves it. Anyway, I'm going to put it back together since I need both hands for that. Okay, I got the filter kit in and all screwed back together, so see if it works.